Good morning, friends. Welcome back to the John Went Walking page from the Florida Trail. This morning, I'm with you from the Three Lakes Wildlife Management Area, and I'm at about mile 261.5, and I'm headed up towards the Western Corridor decision point. I wanted to show you this area down here, and I wanted to see it for myself. So I finally got down here this morning, and I got out, and we just have a beautiful morning. I don't know, it's got to be probably in the mid 50s. The sun's coming up over my shoulder to my right, to the east, and it's just going to be another beautiful day here in Central Florida. Now we're into the first week of March, so the worst weather, cold weather, if there is any such thing down here, the worst of it is way behind us, and now we're looking at full-fledged spring. You can see all the green growth here, fresh growth coming up this spring already, and we're heading into a long summer. That's what we're looking at. So it's good to be out here and enjoy this cool weather, and I'm really grateful to be able to even show it to you. Like I said, started at about 261.5. I know that because the power line on the Far Out app is right behind me back there, and I'm headed up towards, there was a catface pine tree on the Far Out app, but I couldn't find it. I'm not sure which one it is. I had a suspicion, and I'll show it to you, but I'm not positive that's it. And then I'm headed up towards the boardwalk, and then after I get up there to the boardwalk, again, that's on the Far Out app, so you can easily find it. So just gorgeous out here. You can see this is classic Central Florida, perfect for being out walking, wide open. The trail is incredibly well marked, like everywhere it's been that I've been out on the Florida Trail, and it's wide open. Taking my time this morning, explored a little bit, and this is the first morning I've probably really gotten wet feet, and not from traipsing through the mud, but just from all the fresh wet grass that I've been walking through. So even though there is a little trail through here, it still gets your feet wet because you're brushing on the grass the whole way through, and it's actually kind of feels good. You know, it feels good. It feels like spring out here, and that's because it is, because spring is upon us here in Central Florida. First week of March. Hope you enjoy this video. I don't know if you've ever been out here. At this point where I am, we're only maybe about a mile or so from the Western Corridor decision point, and we're going to walk all the way up there this morning. After I cut off this video, I'll start another one and take you right up to the Western Corridor. And then I expect to make a video up by the decision point. I'll set up the tripod and make a video up there and read from my Florida Trail Guide. I have that about what it says about it. And because I've kind of been wondering, like, it seems like the majority of the Florida Trail through hikers take the Eastern Corridor around Orlando. And I suspect that's because there's a lot more trail section. If you go on the Western Corridor, then you're going to spend some time on the roads and in the suburbs as you get up there into St. Cloud and Kissimmee, all the way around. Really, you're going to be on and off the roads until you get over to the green swamp. So to me, like the major benefit of the Western Corridor is when you get out there to the green swamp. It's just beautiful. But I certainly understand why people do choose the eastern route around, just to stay away from the roads more. So, and I'll be exploring more over here as time goes by. I haven't actually been out with the camera to this section of the trail. I've physically never even been on this section of the trail in my life. Of course, I'm familiar with it. Like right behind me, if we're at about right around the 262 mile marker, somewhere in there, 261, 262, that means Westgate River Ranch is to my south from right here where I am, about 25 miles south of here. And I was down there and filmed maybe a month or so ago, and I want to head back down there in the next couple of weeks and get a little bit further south, because that was also very beautiful part of the state, and a lot more closed in. This is more like open, almost savanna, if you will, where like open Florida. Like on the way down here this morning, I passed a bunch of longhorn cattle out grazing, and just a beautiful section through here, and kind of open. Like I said, to me, like, this is kind of a classic Central Florida look. Like, if I think of Central Florida, this is what I think of, and this is what you could expect. So anything else going on? I think my training is progressing very well. I'm excited about how I've been doing. I'm now probably about 10 months from the start date, and I know it seems like a long time, and it seems crazy to even be talking about it, but I don't think it's too soon. I think right now is when I need to be planning. And I know, you know, I don't like to get ahead of myself, but I know following the Florida Trail Thru-Hike, it would be about a year to my AT kickoff, but I would definitely immediately start planning that one. And I'm actually going to get out onto the Appalachian Trail later this summer, or actually I might be up there later this month in the Harpers Ferry area, and over through Maryland and into southern Pennsylvania. And when I'm up there, I'll take you along. Of course, I'll make a couple of videos up there. So out here, you can see the tall pines, just like you know, we've seen all over the state of Florida on my videos so far. And I'm not sure, you know, if you look closely, you can see there's just a lot of new growth. Like, the spring is upon us. I don't know that really the grass ever completely dies off, but they're definitely new sprouting grass, and it's really beautiful. And like I said, I'm really grateful to be able to be out here and to be sharing it with you. And I'm walking, I'm between, if you look on the Far Out app, I'm right around the 261, 262 mile marker. You'll see I started this video back near the power line, and right now I'm walking up towards the boardwalk. And when we get up there, there's a boardwalk, I don't know, maybe a couple hundred feet. I came across it earlier this morning when I was checking it out, and it crosses a real swampy area. So you're never going to be in the muck through here. Now, I don't know about in the summertime. Like, in the summertime, once we start getting a lot of rain, you know, it's possible that it could get a lot more soupy out here. I know when I get north of the boardwalk on the other side up there, there was some areas that I think could, if it were starting to get wet, it could be pretty mucky. But this time of the year, it's not going to be a problem at all. This time of the year, you can see how it is out here. It's perfectly clear, straight through, and easy walking. So that's what I'm doing. Again, headed north, back up towards the western decision point, and that's where I'm taking you this morning on this walk. And then I'll probably, like I said, I've got my book with me. I'll probably make a video up there at the actual decision point and read what it says in the Florida Trail Guide, and kind of think about that, because, you know, I'm really thinking, I've said the whole time on this channel, and I'm still thinking that my choice will be the western corridor, because it goes closer to my house. Like, it gets about within 6-7 miles of where I live. The western corridor does. So it would be easy for me to be home several nights of the Thru-Hike, which would be good, because then I could see my wife. That would be good. And be around the house a little bit to, you know, just if there's anything that I need to do or get taken care of. So The main thing is when I do come out on it, I don't want to be distracted. I want to be able to enjoy it. I want to be able to take my time, and I want to just make my way through it and enjoy every step. Now I can see here we are approaching the boardwalk, so up here on the boardwalk we'll probably cut the film and start a new one, but coming right up here, and it says there's actually a sign up here at the start of the boardwalk that says Pole Cypress Pond. I hope the sun is not messing up the film. And through here you can see this trail now. It's a little bit where I don't know if these were pigs that messed it up, but it could very easily get pretty soupy and muddy. So right up here we're coming to the boardwalk on your Far Out app. If you look at it, and I'll show you the Pole Cypress Pond and the Florida Trail sticker. So this is where we're going to cut this one, and then I'm going to start back over, and I'm going to take you across the boardwalk, and I'm going to take you straight back up towards the Western Corridor decision point. Thank you so much for being with me, friends. I'll talk to you in just a minute from the Florida Trail. You all have a great day.